Tonight, I want to share a special story with you. A story about a tiny creature with a very big job. High above our world, nestled among the sparkling craters and silvery dust, lived a tiny mouse named Nova. But Nova wasn't just any mouse. He was the moon mouse, the only one of his kind. His fur was the color of starlight, and his whiskers twitched with a special kind of magic. You see, Nova had a wonderful and peculiar job. He made cheese out of pure moonlight. Every night, as the moon cast its gentle, glowing beams across the silent landscape, Nova would get to work. He'd scamper out of his little crater home with his tiny tools, a silver net to catch the moonbeams and a small, smooth stone to knead them. He would gather the soft, liquid light, pouring it into round molds. He worked with great care, his little paws patting and shaping the light until it solidified into beautiful, glowing wheels of cheese. Each cheese wheel shimmered with a soft, ethereal glow, tasting faintly of sweet dreams and stardust. Nova was very proud of his work. He would stack the glowing cheese wheels higher and higher, creating luminous towers that dotted the moon's surface. From Earth, if you looked very closely, you might mistake them for extra bright spots on the moon. But even though his pantry was full of the most delicious cheese in the universe, Nova was lonely. His little heart felt as vast and empty as the space around him. He had no one to share his glowing creations with. He would sit on the edge of a crater, nibbling on a slice of munchies, and watch the distant blue and white marble of Earth spin below. He saw lights flicker on and off in the cities, and imagined all the people, all the families, sharing stories and laughing together. A tiny sigh would escape his lips, a small, lonely puff of stardust in the quiet dark. One night, as Nova was polishing a particularly bright wheel of cheese, a brilliant streak of light shot across the sky. It wasn't just a passing star. This one was coming closer. With a gentle asterisk, thump asterisk, and a shower of sparkling dust, it landed in a nearby crater. Nova's whiskers twitched with curiosity and a little bit of fear. He peeked over the edge of his crater, his heart thumping like a tiny drum. Slowly, a small figure emerged from the stardust. It wasn't a rock, and it wasn't an alien. It was a child, made entirely of twinkling starlight, with eyes that shone like distant galaxies. The star kid giggled, a sound like tiny bells chiming, and began to playfully chase their own sparkling tail. Nova had never seen anyone else on the moon before. Gathering all his courage, he picked up a fresh slice of his finest moon cheese, its glow lighting his path. He scampered over to the newcomer. The star kid stopped chasing their tail and looked at Nova with wide, curious eyes. Holding out the glowing slice, Nova squeaked a tiny, hopeful greeting. The star kid tilted their head, then reached out a shimmering hand and took the cheese. They took a small bite, and their eyes widened in delight. Another giggle, this time louder and full of joy, echoed across the moon. The star kid offered a piece back to Nova. And so, they sat there, side by side, sharing the glowing cheese. The star kid told stories of dancing with comets and playing hide-and-seek with asteroids, not in words, but in bursts of light and color that Nova somehow understood perfectly. Nova, in return, showed the star kid how he caught the moonbeams and shaped them into cheese. They laughed and played until the first rays of sunrise began to peek over the lunar horizon, painting the sky in soft shades of orange and pink. As the sun rose, the star kid began to fade, becoming transparent like a ghost made of light. With a final, shimmering wave, they dissolved back into the cosmos, promising to return. From that night on, Nova's moon was never empty again. The star kid visited often, bringing friends a shy little nebula, a grumpy old meteor, and a whole family of playful star sprites. Nova's home was filled with laughter, light, and friendship. He still made his cheese from moonlight, but now, the best part wasn't making it, it was sharing it. And Nova, the moon mouse, realized that the brightest light in the universe isn't found in the stars or the moon, but in the warmth of a shared moment with a friend. If you enjoyed it, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more stories.